Hi, morning. It's us at Homes and Farming. Today we are going to get all the cows in. The change in the weather and the lack of grass means we'd rather get them in earlier before they start to go backward. I don't know if you've noticed from our videos, but the cows and most of the stock aren't at the actual farm. So we thought we'd better explain to you actually how it all works. You can explain.
Yeah, so I'm going to go, I need to just move a few, bales of straw around so the cows can't destroy them from the pens when they're in there, and then hook the trailer up and go to 2 different places to gather them up.
3 including here.
Yeah, 3 or 4 trailer loads of cows basically to bring back, depending how they fit in, and get them all home and split them up into the pens to where they need to be.
So the farms, we're very lucky. Both of our parents have a bit of a small holding each, which has, at Dan's, there's quite a lot of sheds. Here, there's a bit more land, but only 1 shed. So it's all split between the farms, which provides a massive challenge in itself, having everything everywhere. So we do a lot of trailing about. We do a lot of moving equipment about, but that is just the way we have to do it. So we do it. The land as well, that's everywhere.
It's rented, and families and everything else. So everything's a bit spread out, but we make it work.
It's roughly about 50 acres we get to use. So, it allows us to be sufficient enough that we can have the stock and make all the feed for it. So it's good in that way because we don't want to buy in loads of feed because it just becomes completely, it's just a money pit, isn't it? And it's hard enough anyway. So, the dream would be to have everything in one place, a big ring fence. Getting the cows in takes you 20 minutes instead of half a day. I will say though, the cows are very good at loading.
Touch wood.
They'll probably be a nightmare today. They've had to load on the side of roads. We've had to walk them down tracks. We've had to build pens to halter them. So, they are very well handled, which actually has helped us.
That's it a lot. Makes them pretty easy to deal with.
So yeah, we'll take you with us. So we'll go over to the farm now and get organised. So we've just arrived at the yard. Luckily, it's only less than 10 minutes away from home, so it isn't the end of the world, even though there's a bit of trailing about. You've all seen it in the videos. So in front next to the tractor is the main cow space. In front is obviously the feed passage. Where that little tractor's coming out of is the calving pen, and then in the shed to the left there is another pen and the sheep pen. There's also hay lofts and general storage areas. You then have the log shed and the bale stack. This is the midden area, and then eventually when this is concreted, that will be the new sort of storage area, so we can move everything off the yard and have a bit more room. That goes through to the fields here. There's roughly about 4 acres. Louise's sheep live here full time, and if we have anything calving or it's coming back for AI or to be with the bull, we tend to keep it here, and then we know everything's here, safe. We can use the crush and get them into the sheds, no bother. You'll have seen these cows were in already, and as Dan said earlier, we just needed to move some straw around as well. We've got all this straw to move out the way so that we can get a bale of silage in here, and then this is going to be the maternity pen. No? In that never. So we've put a bale in for the cows that are coming into the maternity ward, as it's now known. If you talk to the farmers and contractors this year, yield's been down nearly 50% in some places, which is just shocking, really. But look at the stuff we've got. It's just lovely. So we've been very lucky to get this. We managed to bale it around the 20th of June. And off this particular field, the yield wasn't down quite as much, so that was great. And it's really helped us for having enough feed throughout winter. If we could transfer smell through the phone, that would be great, because it really does smell lovely.
So because we've got a timber frame shed here and not a steel frame shed, the pens, you may have noticed, are all quite small because of where the stanchions are. So we do have to be a little bit clever or arrange stuff a bit more to make the most of the space at what we've got available. So where we may have to split cows up like this to the ones with calves or stuff that don't want to be with a bull or something that's going to calve. We've got some pens full of straw and feed at the minute, so the further into winter we get and the more we separate the cows and we sell some off and various other bits, winter will become a lot easier and the sheds will become a lot freer. At the minute they are quite full up, but we always knew that the first month or two of winter was going to be the hardest, just with how we're stocked and with the feed we've got stored as well.
Come on. So here we have just split the bull and a friend off from the others, as the things that we collect from the field will be brought back and put in the main pen. And we have 2 empty cows, so we don't want the bull to go anywhere near them before they're sold, so we're just popping them into a separate pen. The yard's ready, so we will hitch up and head off. We always laugh because we call this our date day, because the kids are at, well, Joe's at his dad's, Poppy's with the grandparents, and we are together, childless, catching cows. We wouldn't have it any other way. Come on. Good girl, come on. Come on. Psst, psst. They've even had the decency to split themselves to how they're going to go into the sheds as well. It's not very often that happens. No, wrong way, Lulu. Good girl, come on. This way. Good girl. Right, 2 are loaded, so we'll leave these lot in here while we take the first load, then come back for them. Girls. Nearly had a disaster. What did you do, Daniel?
Drove across the village without latching the trailer door shut.
Oh dear! It could have been a disaster.
No one peeped at us, so we can't have got anything.
No, and it's all downhill. So luckily the cows weren't smashing against the back. We are back for the cows and calves. So hopefully we'll see how they load. Come on, calves. That'll do. Just going for the last lot of cows now. Annoyingly, there is a road closure just in front of where we need to be, so we're having to go round the long way. Now, we're not really sure what's going to happen here. It's probably the hardest field to get cows out of. It involves walking them through someone's garden, which in past years has been horrendous, a drama. And this is where we were talking about parking on the road. Now, we won't know till we get there, but if there is the road closure, it could just be that we can sort of dump the car on the road, but we'll see when we get there. Plan?
2 buckets of feed, 2 sets of head collars and nose clips. Hopefully, bucket in front of face, cow in each bucket, head collar on, bish bash bosh, walk them out.
This is where I've got to go. So we'll drop the ramp as well, so we can make a speedy getaway. Cows are down here through them double gates and on the right. The road closure is going to help us, so we're just going to have to do this without filming, I'm afraid, because it's one chance only. Come on! Wish us luck.
Ready to roll.
Well done. Good cows. We're managing. Just about. The plan's to jet wash the trailer, then Dan's going to put the crush on the tractor, going to bring it over home, catch the cows to put them in there, and then worm, bolus, clip, dehorn, the 5 that are over there, and then in the middle of that we've got a first
birthday party, and probably we're doing some food shopping as well.
Otherwise it'll be another takeaway. Oh, a leftover takeaway actually. We've still got some left. So we've just got over to my mum and dad's now. We literally live up the road. So there is the shed that we use for the cows. This is the land. It's not a bad view, as you can see. So we'll get the cows in from the top field, which is just behind the house, bring them down through the yard and into the barn. Come on. Faster than me. So we've got our essentials here. We've got the bolus, we've got the cheese wire, the disbudders, gloves, buckets, the horse clippers, so we're ready to roll. So the crush is here. The plan is to try and position it with the load all somewhere here in the barn, as close as we can get to it. And then we can chase each cow down and then just release it either onto the yard or into the barn. And then when they're all done, we'll just catch them again and put them in.
So we've got some Bovifrive here, which is a vitamin drench that we're going to give all the cows ultimately. But starting with these here, just give them a bit of a boost going into winter. And then we're going to clip the backs off so they don't start and sweat up and get pneumonia and anything like that. And then we're going to put some iodine on the ringworm and we're going to give them a wormer as well.
doing anything fancy at all, just taking off a couple of clipper blades width across the top line, and I've taken off the tails as well, as Dan says, just to keep, they're not very good at regulating their temperature, so they can overheat, especially when the weather's a bit mild and then they first come into the sheds. So this allows them basically for the heat to evaporate off their backs, so prevent any disease. We only do this with the young stock. The cows are absolutely fine. So this is Jo's overwintering project. She still has her horns on, as you can see, and they're quite big now. So we're going to clip it all out. We're going to put the local in, and then we're going to, well, Dan's going to cheese wire them off. So we will show you that shortly. That's one side off, so we'll do the other. They do bleed a bit, and we've got the disbudders to cauterise it after. But that's the bigger the horn, the worse they bleed. So she can't feel it. She has had the local in, but they can feel the sensation, which will feel odd to them, hence why she's moving a little bit. It's very quick and over before she knows it. If you're squeamish, look away.
Cheese wired off. A bit of blood, but it's been cauterised and it's just drying up nicely now. Should be really good to do, nice and quick.
It's 6 o'clock at night, but everything is done, so happy days. We deserve that leftover takeaway. If you like what you see, give us a like and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you.